Low post, mid post, high post, post game sports. What it do? Hope everybody is enjoying the evening out there. Cheers to the weekend. So, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame are at home this Saturday. They take on the Purdue Boilermakers. After coming off two disappointing losses, one on the road at Miami, one at home against Texas A&M, the Irish began the season 0-2. But the thing about it is, the voters in the AP poll, the national polls, they still respect this team. For them to start the season off 0-2 and still remain ranked, that's pretty amazing. And that just goes to show how much people across the country respect this team, respect Marcus Freeman. Now they got some big work to do because as of now, the fan base is pissed. The defense has been very disappointed, and I don't think they focus on Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price like they need to. A lot of people are calling for Chris Ash's head after 2 games. The defense is not meeting expectations after running to the national championship game last season. So, with that being said, in my opinion, people, Notre Dame cannot afford a close game against Purdue. Nah. They got to dominate this game to soothe their fan base, in my opinion. This can't be a close game. Purdue has a totally different team from last year when Notre Dame just barbecued them. They got playmakers like Nitro Tuggle, Michael Jackson, Devin McCoby at running back. So Purdue got some playmakers. And for the Irish to dominate this game, they're going to have to play defense Saturday. I like the fact that Bronte Johnson, if I'm correct and not mistaken, is going to start at safety. I know Don Schuler is suspended for the first 2 quarters of play, I believe. But even when he's back in the game, I believe the Irish need to keep Bronte Johnson on the field at safety because I think he helps their pass coverage. No disrespect to Stroman and Schuler, but those guys are pretty much the same safety. Bronte Johnson gives you better coverage on the back end. And I believe they'll have their nickel back, Devontae Smith, the transfer from Alabama. So that can only help. But Notre Dame can't let Tuggle. Absolutely not. Tuggle or Jackson to be running around the field making plays like they chasing Jefferson. That can't happen. They can't win a close game. They most definitely can't lose this game. Notre Dame loses Purdue, we might as well start getting ready for the next season. And that'd be a terrible look, as they previously has gotten great news on the recruiting trail. And I believe Rivals has them as the #1 recruiting class in the nation. You got to retain that up until signing day, where you seal the deal. Notre Dame absolutely not can lose this game. They absolutely not can have a close game. This game can't be 37-34 going into the final couple minutes. It can't. Notre Dame needs to absolutely dominate. I'm talking about similar. They won't do what they did last year, but if they can get 38-42 to 14-20, they need to win by at least 2 or 3 touchdowns. And the defense has to be much improved for Chris Ash's sake. I believe from things that I'm hearing, Marcus Freeman is going to be more involved with the defense, and rightfully so. Notre Dame can easily be 2-0 right now. But the fact of the matter is they're 0-2, and they really need to win this game against a Purdue team that shouldn't be on the same field as them if you compare the talent, in my opinion. They got to get Greathouse involved. Fields is a monster, a stud. We know this, and he's going to eat. But you got to get Greathouse, the ball. And to me, your offense has to run through Love and Price. Man, two amazing, dynamic running backs. They got to eat tomorrow, and early and often. Then you can set up your passing game behind your running game. Offensive line has to dominate. Listen, I know Notre Dame has lost Charles Jagasaw, and there's no telling when he'll be back. Hopefully it's October. But even without Charles Jagasaw, Notre Dame still has enough talent on the offensive line to dominate. I know CJ Carr has made some redshirt freshman mistakes, but I think he's fine, and I like what I saw for him and his potential. And I think he'll be great at quarterback for the Irish. But this team has to run through Jeremiah Love and Jadarian Price. They have to eat. It's a buffet for them. They got to eat. Notre Dame needs to dominate this game to soothe the fan base and then get back on track and hopefully have another magical season where they rip off 10 straight and get back into the playoffs where anything can happen. Like, share, subscribe, and please don't be shy. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll respond to everything. I really appreciate y'all's support. This is Post Game with Post Game Sports, and we out, baby. Go Irish.